Hey hustlers, I wanted to talk today a little bit about one of the most common questions that I am asked all the time when I am coaching people individually. And that is, what is my purpose? Or how do I find out what my purpose is or what job I'm supposed to be doing next? A lot of people, especially if you've, had a career and are now bored and need a change or whatever the case is, they find themselves in this place in life where it's like, okay, I have this job, I'm making money, but there's got to be more to life than this, and I don't know what it is. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? What type of job am I supposed to do next? And here's the thing, you guys. With everything I teach, I'm kind of turning everything upside down. So our rational thought process and the way that we are conditioned to think is we need to solve the thing that's right in front of us, aka what job should I take or what is my next move. So that is what we focus on and that is what we obsess about. And the more that we do that, the more stressed we get because we don't know the answer and we're putting all of this pressure on it. And then we're like, okay, why isn't it happening? Whatever, right? And what I want you to do is you have to actually step away from all of that in order to get what you truly want and in order to get manifesting energy happening for you. And so what I always tell my clients is the very first thing you have to be able to answer is, what type of work environment do I want? Okay, so that's number one. You answer that and you start to answer it in your mind in a very visual way. And you say, so in a perfect world, like if everything was going amazing and I was doing something that I totally loved and felt fulfilled and felt amazing doing, what would my every day look like? So when I get up in the morning and I make my coffee and I go to work, where is work? What type of activities do I do? Am I going off to a gorgeous office? Am I leading a team? Am I part of a team? Or am I working from a beach somewhere, from a balcony in Paris, from my gorgeous home office? What is my ideal working environment on a daily basis? Like, what would make me really happy? Even if I don't know, like even if I've never done that or not, but that's like the desire of my heart, right? Because that's what we're tapping into. What is the desire of your heart? Perfect world. Okay. So once you have that, then you can start to answer some more questions. All right, well, it would be important for me to be able to have a job where I traveled or where I felt validated or where I had power or where I had unlimited income potential. So you can answer all of these questions literally today. No matter what you're doing, no matter what job you're in today, you can ask yourself all these questions. What do I want? Okay, so once you've kind of gone through that, then you can start to build a visual in your mind. And you say, wow, this is going to feel amazing because every day I'm going to go in, I'm going to have these people around me, I'm going to do this type of task, whether it's out being, active every day, whether it's sitting and writing, whether it's, in a conference boardroom or speaking to people. I don't care what that is that fulfills you or even sounds a little bit exciting to you right now. Just put that down, write that down. Okay. So I think of it as, and I love some metaphors. If you've followed me, you know this because I'm a very visual person. So I almost think of it like if you are going to go build your house, right? You first start with a foundation, and the foundation is your dream, right? That you want a different life, and we start to fill that in. And then when you're starting to identify what does this, job look like, how do I feel, and all of that, all of those questions, that is like putting the frame on your house. Okay, cool. Now we have somewhere to go. Now we have something to work with. But what everyone is focused on is that next question. And in this metaphor, that next question would be like going to pick out paint and showing up to paint your new house and you don't have walls and you don't have a frame. It doesn't make sense, right? So if you don't know what you really want and what would make you happy and what environment would make you happy, then what you're going to do is you're going to take the next opportunity that comes and you're just going to like hope that it turns out to be everything you dreamed of. And that's not a good strategy, right? Or you're going to take another opportunity, be in it for a while, find out that you're not happy, yada, yada. okay? Because you haven't done any of this other work. So guys, right now, even if it's super pressing, even if you have to change careers, even if you need a job right now, I don't care. Take your focus off of that. Just force yourself to take yourself out of that and start imagining this component. In a perfect world, what does it look like and what am I doing? And what am I doing does not mean who am I working for, what job role do I have, whatever. It really means like, what does my daily, task and work look like for me? Like, what do I know that I would love? What do I know that I'm good at? And for me, for example, back when I was working in corporate and I knew that wasn't my dream forever, right? I was envisioning, I can't wait till the day when I can work from home. We have a beautiful home office where I can, pack my kids' lunches and take them to school every day, and I can pick them up every single day and I can be there. But I also knew I needed a job where I traveled because I got to get out sometimes or I'll go crazy. I also knew that I wanted to have a team that believes in me and supports me and works that I can rely on and is smarter than me and all that stuff. So I knew that was also important. And I knew it was important to eventually be able to have a dedicated workspace, an office where I would have that interaction. Okay, so that was what I was thinking about. That was the framework I put out, like 5 or 6 years ago, long before any of this was happening. And then what can happen is the universe has the opportunity then to open up brand new opportunities you would have never thought about to come into your life that actually will check all those boxes for you. So I have a client who had gone through this exercise back when she really, really needed a job. Like, we're talking, she had no money, couldn't pay rent. Like, it was a dire situation, right? She really needed a job. And she had been going through that rat race of just getting a job to get a job and blah, blah. She's like, I'm done with that. The next one, I want it to count. I want it to matter. And so she filled out all of these, this framework and these walls and was like, okay, this is, the environment that I want. This is how I want to feel and all that. And about 6 months later, an opportunity presented itself. And she's now in her absolute dream job. And it is literally nothing she would have ever thought about in a million years. In a million years. Not something that she would have applied for had she seen it. Nothing. It's not even in the same industry, but it is exactly everything she wanted. So if she went through her list, she would say, yes, I have all those criteria that I wanted. I feel this way. I love what I do. Thank God I was open to that opportunity. So that's the second part, guys. Like, once you have that and you just start shifting your focus from that obsessive now question and putting it out into this is what I truly want, that aligns with your happiness. And then the universe has an opportunity then to give it to you. And that's how manifesting works. Turn the equation upside down. Shift your focus. Get clear on the things that matter, on the bigger picture, and remove the stress from the little stuff. And then the perfect thing is going to come your way. All right? Hope that helps.